and her mom actually was on Larry King back in '93 when the incident actually occurred, and apparently he penetrated this woman almost in public in a like a hallway at the Capitol building in Washington D.C. Penetrated her with his fingers, and 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 I guess she didn't want to go any further, or she still rejected him from that, and eventually she was let go from the job, and her mom went and reported it to Larry King, or talked about it to Larry King, and they didn't really go any further with it. So now she's just bringing it up in light of, it seems like everybody's got a sexual harassment story in 2000, and it's not that 2020. It's not that because honestly, this has been the most credible he said, she said that's like 20, 30 years old, and that I've heard in any of these cases. From Bill Cosby, even Harvey Weinstein, where these women kept coming back to this dude, and they were going out on dates, and, getting high. Most of us, if we just be realistic, most guys and most women, we've had a couple of drinks and had sex with somebody. Most of us have smoked a little weed. I haven't done much more than weed, but a lot of my friends have, and I know people, who have sat up and got high, and I could about imagine now you come into $1 billion some kind of way, or you come into some massive fortune, and these women come back after 20, 30 years and say, yeah, he got me high and had sex with me, and therefore he should go to jail, pay me millions of dollars, or both, which is typically what happens in these cases. Now, I personally, I don't like the idea that anybody can come back and after 23, 30 years, and there was no other witnesses, nobody said anything, no. In the case of Christine Ford, I just never, that thing always made me sick, that somebody could come back with absolutely no corroborating witness, no backup information, anything whatsoever, and put some man through hell. And then the public is running around saying stuff like, you gotta believe the woman. No, you don't. Why do you have to believe the woman and you can't believe the man? The man is some inferior species or something. What is that? I can tell you what it is. It's demonic politics. It's what it is. It's people who are sold out to the feminist agenda, and that's what they're doing. That's the only reason you can sit up and say you have to believe all women and you can't believe a man, especially when there was nobody there but one man and one woman. Therefore, any man, any woman with any one man can come out and say he did absolutely anything with no evidence whatsoever and send your butt to jail. Well, like I said, this is one of those weird turns of society. I guess some people think it's okay, some people don't. In my opinion, I think it's ridiculous that we have evolved to this situation. Devolve would be a better word, in my opinion. So what are we going to do about this stuff? Is that just going to be the new standard quote? Any woman come back after 20, 30 years and say you just did something to you, and you have to surrender your fortune, your career, all of your prospects of making money, supporting yourself, as well as potentially your freedom. Well, like I said, I just think it's ridiculous. But in the sense of Joe Biden, because when during the Kavanaugh hearing, of course, he said that he had to believe Christine Ford. So, should he not reap what he sowed in that event? All of those people are hypocrites. Here's why I'm not that upset. I have adjusted my entire temperament to the fact that the system is so evil and corrupt that the evil and the corrupt will continue to get away with their stuff. That's kind of how I see it. I just see that even look at the case of Bill Barr, You know, this guy, you know, a year ago, we were all excited thinking he was really going to do something. He was really going to bring somebody to justice. Even when Trump was running for president and he was saying that he was going to appoint a special prosecutor and he was going to lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. You know, remember all of that stuff? Well, none of that happened, right? He didn't appoint a prosecutor. Hillary Clinton's still running around with the millions that they stole from Haiti and wherever else, all of the other foreign governments that they got through persecuted women and, you know, all of the other people that were supposed to be on the hit list. All of the other victim status people. So now we got the situation where our whole judicial system is skewed towards feminine men and women. So the traditionally masculine man doesn't have a chance. Now you might say, well, you know, like I said, you know, whether he's telling the truth or not, whether he's clear or not. Now Kavanaugh got off that hook, and thank God he did. But you know, I don't think he's been the only one who's been innocent. I think a lot of other guys have been innocent and been prosecuted and simply mistreated because of what the system has evolved to. So here Joe Biden has been accused of you know, basically a rape, and nothing's going to happen to him. He doesn't have a prayer of being president. I'm not going to keep saying that because I really, you know, I really do believe it. I don't want to, you know, I've heard some of those things kind of weird. If you keep saying it, what might happen, like they did with Trump, right? So I don't want to keep going on with that, but I will say this. I do think Biden is guilty. I really believe that he did that because of the way the story is told, because I heard the woman, and because of the corroboration that she has, and just you know, just plain old discernment. Sometimes you don't have a smoking gun, you don't have a videotape, you don't have a confession. You just kind of go off your discernment, and you know, and either you're right or you're wrong. I just believe that happened. But again, by my standard, I don't think you should be able to come back after 20, 30 years and accuse somebody of something and there were no other witnesses. You know, that's me, in my opinion. I'm sticking to that. I just would like to hear what other people think. You know, what do you guys think? You young ladies who are watching the video, tell me, what do you think? Do you think Biden should be prosecuted? You think the woman should just sit down and shut up? It's been too long. You think these cases are fair in general, or you think we ought to just have a certain cutoff time? Like, hey, look, you know what? Why didn't you say something 10 years ago, you know, or 5 years ago, whatever it was? Why are you coming up with it now? You know, so anyway, long and short, that's kind of where I'm at on it. I know that I've just made another video, so I'm going to be posting these two back to back. And go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like, share, blah, 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 blah. You know the routine. So go on, do it. Do it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.